Hi guys, I've been around in a while because I'm all grown up now. Haven't done any videos in a while, but if the setting looks familiar, the reason why is because I'm home. I'm usually not home during the year anymore because I'm in college now. I have a bunch of friends that are graduating from high school in like a week. I kind of wanted to help them out a little bit. So, I have 10 things that should help you out that I wish someone would have told me before I went. I didn't really know what I was getting into when I went away to school. My mom, she went to college in the 70s. I figure it would be a little bit easier for some of you if you heard about college from someone who was just there as opposed to someone who was there 20 years ago. So, thing number one, you need to live in the dorm your first year. Some people, they don't because their college is really close to where they live. When you live in the dorms, you get exposed to a lot of new things that you wouldn't get to do if you didn't live in the dorms. A lot of things happen kind of impromptu on college campuses, and if you didn't live in the dorms, you wouldn't see it. So living in the dorms, at least for your first year, is a good thing because you get to do a lot of different things. Thing number two, try new things, even if you think you aren't going to like them. Now, I'm not saying this means try new things like marijuana or alcohol or anything else you can find on a college campus. That's not what I'm saying. You'd be surprised. You can find a lot of different things that you're into. Don't knock anything until you try it. My school doesn't have sororities or fraternities, so we don't have the Greek system. We do have our own societies that are exclusive just to our campus. I walked into the school going, I am not going to join a society. I am not that kind of person. I have my lavalier on right now. It was a new thing I tried, and I ended up really liking it. Join new clubs, extracurriculars. Definitely try new things, because you never know. It could open you up to something else that you really love that you never knew you did. Thing three, take classes outside of your major. A lot of people walk into college without ever having a major decided, which is perfectly fine. Apparently, the average college student changes their major about 4 or 5 times. For me, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. So I declared a double major in theater and French. That's just me. My mom had a set major, went in, did it, done. That's my plan. But not everyone's like that. So do take classes outside your major because you could find something that you really like that you never got exposed to before, and who knows, it could be the rest of your life. Thing number 4. There's this little saying out that goes something like this. Dear college student, good grades, good sleep, good friends. Pick 2. It's really hard to have all 3 and have them all be good as opposed to mediocre. For me, and you'll learn about this a little bit more in thing number 7, the 2 I picked were grades and sleep. I don't function well without sleep, and if I don't sleep well, my grades aren't good either, so you need to watch that. Does that mean I don't have friends? No, it doesn't. And if you think, oh wow, well she's lame, she doesn't party or do anything. Not all college students do, and no one's going to pick on you because you pick grades and sleep. And if they do, that's okay, because come the end of the semester, you get to laugh at them when you're on the dean's list and they're not. And you get to laugh even harder when they have to go to summer school and you don't. Thing number 5, it's time to grow up. Most of us enter college when we're already an adult. Being an adult means taking responsibility. You need to watch out for yourself because that's really all you have. No one's going to tell you to do your homework. No one's going to tell you to go to sleep. One thing you need to remember is that because you're young and you're a first year, you have time. You have time to be naive, but do grow up and do it fast because you're going to encounter people like me who get annoyed when you are still the first week, first year at the end of your first year. Thing number 6, you need to know when to say when. Being in college means doing a lot of different things, and some of them can be hard. If you're having trouble with your grades, if you're having trouble in a class, if you're having trouble with your roommates, there's always someone to go to. If you're lucky like me, you'll go to a small school and the professors actually know your name. So it's really easy to ask them for help because they know who you are. And furthermore, you always have an RA to talk to if you have social issues, which happens quite a lot. Use that. Number 7, you need to watch your money. This is the first time you really have to pay for your education. And it's kind of a lot of money depending on where you go. A lot of students go into credit card debt. You're paying for books. You're not just checking them out. You're paying for your classes. That was one of the reasons why I picked grades in thing number 4. Was because I'm paying for my education and I'm not going to take it for granted. Even if your cafeteria food is really bad, try to make it work and not eat out as much. I have celiac disease. I'm allergic to wheat. I can make it work in the cafeteria. You can too. Thing number 8, do something big. People remember your name because people bring it up a lot if you do something really big, and especially if it's good for the college. You can do something like what I did. My school doesn't allow pets. There are professors that have animals with them in their offices, in the academic buildings. There are some that bring their dogs to run around on campus because that's allowed. You just can't have the pets in the dorms. I'm working on a program to have a therapy animal kind of live on campus. Thing number 9, develop a sense of humor. This kind of goes hand in hand with number 5, which is grow up, because developing a sense of humor is something you need to do really quick in order to survive. I was unlucky enough to have a couple roommates that I didn't mesh very well with. I would prank them to get my revenge. It helps to be funny and have things to laugh at because college can get really serious really fast, so have ways to kind of like loosen up a little bit. Number 10, probably the most important thing, be yourself. College is the first time that you really don't have your reputation. You're not assigned to any school. More than likely, no one's going to know you where you go, especially if you go far enough away. No one from my school went with me to my college, and I didn't have any reputation, so I could completely let loose and be myself. People don't like fakes in college. People like that are who everyone talks about, and not in a good way. So hopefully that helps out, and for those of you going off to college, or those of you in college that are having issues, kind of like I did, don't worry about it. It'll all blow over eventually, and there's always ways to fix it. The best way to look at it is where there's a will, there's a way. So good luck, class of 2011.